Thank you, Laura. Hi, everyone. I'm Leroy Danforth, Wall Systems Manager here at our Mid-Atlantic Training and Research Facility. So I'm going to share a little with you today about our Terraçade wall system. You can see it behind me on the display. What we have featured in this particular display is our Larapinta watermark color and finish. So if I step back and tell you a little bit about this wall, our Terraçade wall assembly is a very versatile wall system. It is a fired clay terracotta rain screen system. So some of the features, some of the characteristics and technical aspects of the system, obviously being fired clay, it's going to be a naturally durable and fire resistant finish. The other materials in the assembly are also non-combustible as far as components. You basically have a fired clay tile and then galvanized steel for our vertical support rails, and our trims are made of aluminum. So if I tell you a little bit about a typical assembly, the Terraçade wall system can be done over basically any kind of substrate. If you have a concrete or masonry substrate, it's compatible with those. It's also compatible with studs. In this example behind us, this is actually a stud wall assembly. It also has continuous insulation. You can't see the studs here. They're covered by continuous insulation. In this case, 2 inches of extruded polystyrene installation, so certainly is compatible with that. With most systems like this, a stud wall assembly, this is a system that has a 2-foot module. These tiles are 1 foot high and 2 feet wide. So there's a 2-foot module between the rails. That's how often they are on the wall. So if you have a 16-inch stud spacing, in that case, a typical assembly would have some sort of horizontal subframe. In this case, it's using Z-girts. It could be hat channels, or it could be some other type of proprietary system for the subframe. So you can see that our vertical support rails for the tiles, they are attached to that subframe with screws. If you look at the rail, you can see that it is attached with screws in pre-punched holes for ease of installation. So these holes are approximately every 6 inches. That accommodates a variety of fastener spacings. The fastener spacing of the rail is determined by wind load, and our Terraçade technical manual will have charts that tell you based on your wind load what your required fastener spacing needs to be. So you can see the little hanger. This is what actually holds the tile. Before I show you how the tiles actually engage, I also want to share with you that this is a system that the tiles are available in a variety of colors and finishes. This is a standard smooth finish. This is one of the more popular and as well as more common. This is a sandblast finish, which offers more of a texture. And then we also have a glaze finish, which is something if you like a high gloss. And all of these finishes are available in a variety of colors, as well as our watermark, which you see featured on the wall here, which is available in additional colors as well. So if we take a moment to look at how the tiles actually engage on the wall, it's very easy. So with this tile, I'll show you, if you look at the profile of the tile, it has sort of a tongue and groove shape at the top and bottom. And so the hangers on the rails provide vertical support for the tiles. But when you place one tile over the one below it, that shape ensures by an overlap that the tile below can't lift up and disengage. So that adds to the security of the system as you go along the wall. You'll also notice these little sponges. These little sponges go behind the tiles. They're there to secure the fit and prevent any rattle. One other component that I'll mention to you is the trims that are available and part of the system. At the top, the bottom of the wall, and above the window here, this is our standard surround trim. So it is able to be used for a variety. It's sort of a universal trim. At the corners, we don't have it here with us today, but there is a couple of corner trim variations that we have as well to finish your corners. And then this element that I'm holding here that you can see placed in the wall is what's called our jointing channel. We have another version of this called a jointing angle. And so this just goes in the area between the tiles. To give you a consistent and uniform joint finish. Obviously, that's not attached in a real installation that will be attached to the assembly. So that's a little bit about our Terraçade wall assembly. This is a system that has been tested for water penetration resistance. It's been tested for structural performance as well as deflection. As I mentioned, the components are non-combustible themselves, the parts of the system that we supply. So that's a little bit about our Terraçade wall assembly. So Laura, I'll give it back to you.